What's your name?
Hey, how you doing? It's your girl Vybe, aka Big Vybe. Follow me on Instagram. That's BIGVIIBE.
Uh, what you do for a living?
You know I'm a singer, but I moonlight shaking ass in Magic City.
Okay. Where you from?
I'm from Hartford, Connecticut, aka Bloomfield, Connecticut. But I came to the A and learned a little something.
Little son. How long you been at Magic?
I've been at Magic since December 2018.
Okay. 2 years. Coming up on 2 years.
Mhm.
How you like it?
Shout out to all the other clubs I worked at that prepped me. But you know, it's like playing in arena football and then playing in the NFL. Baby, I'm trying to go to the NFL and I want that goddamn Seahawks contract that goddamn Sierra baby daddy got, so I had to go to Magic.
I had to go to Magic.
You feel me?
What made you want to start dancing?
So I had moved down here during the Outkast concert in 2014 that they had in Centennial Park.
Uh-huh.
And I was looking at my Monday 9 to 5 in Connecticut working for Enterprise, and I was like, fuck this shit, I'm not going back. If they can't transfer my job, I'm out. I drove down here, came for the concert because I'm a major Outkast fan, and I was like, I called them, I said, yo, if y'all can't trust me, I'll come back. They was like, thank you for your service. I said, thank you for your money, I gotta go. And I was like, well, I gotta get a job, and where can I get a job quick? And that was dancing.
That was dancing.
I wasn't gonna walk around broke, can't feed myself up, but somebody fed me, so.
So, what was your background before when you were at Enterprise?
So really, I don't even know how I ended up at Enterprise, just some fresh out of college shit. But
You went to school?
I did. So I
What
have
school you went to?
University of Hartford High School of Music, Jackie McLean Institute of Jazz. My major is, I have a bachelor's in music,
Okay.
jazz vocal performance, and music management.
Okay.
I know you wouldn't know.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, I done heard you sing a little something.
We some educated strippers around here.
I've been noticing. I'm learning. So you moved, so you left school and you ended up at Enterprise.
Yep. Because they was the only people that was paying college students fresh out like $16, $17, $18 an hour.
Yes.
Which in 20, you know, and I'm not even finna tell how old I am.
Yeah.
But back then that was straight. Like you was making you a good 42 to 47 a year after your bonuses and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you ain't got no kids, ain't had no high debt to income ratio, you was straight on that. But I wasn't trying to be straight. I was trying to be great, and I had to go.
So when you came down here and you started dancing, what was your first day like?
You know what's so crazy? I don't remember the details of my first day dancing, but I remember everything that led up to it. Like, so I went into the club, the first club I ever danced at. I had a whole Calvin Klein 3-piece suit on.
Yeah.
Like I was going for a real job interview because that's the background I come from.
Yeah.
I had the skirt suit on, you know, real super cute little bob, whatever. They was like, "Shawty, you fine. We gonna pay for your permit because you came in here so professionally." Then I had to get my first dance outfit.
Yeah.
Had to get my shoes. Had to get my. So I would look like a real stripper when I went on the floor. I wasn't in the church shoes or you know the regular shoes like some of these girls.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what the hell was going on. Niggas were looking at me. I'm looking at them. Looking at me like,
Yeah.
the fuck is we doing in here?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, do I ask for a dance? Do I just wait? So some niggas knew I knew, and that's was like, come here, baby, you so cute. I just want to dance. I'm like, well, I got a mean two-step for you.
Yeah.
Cause you know I'm trying to feel the vibe. I'm from up top. We don't twerk, we whine.
Yeah.
So I had to get acclimated to the Atlanta culture, but it ain't take me too long to catch on, cause I seen that money passing me by while this big booty boat. This big booty girl in the section, this big booty bitch section. I need some money too.
Yeah.
And I wasn't thick back then. I was like, I gotta get caught up. So I don't remember the first day, but the first week was like, okay, forged by fire. You want to be going home with $200 a night, or you want to be going home with and 2, 3, 4,000 a night. Figure it out.
Yeah. So in the beginning of that first week, you wasn't making too much money.
So my first day, I feel like I only made $300.
Okay.
Because if I had made like wild bread, I feel like I would have remembered it.
Okay.
But the next day that I came in, I came on day shift, so I'm an observer, so I could peep the climate of what was going on.
Yeah.
That day shift, I went crazy. And
Uh-huh.
I remember specifically making like a good 16, 1700 on that day shift. And it was I think it was a Wednesday, I want to say. It was like a Wednesday day shift. I was like, well, if I can do this on day shift, I know I can figure out this night shift shit.
Yeah.
So I just kept going until I figured it out. And yeah, with that.
So, what made you wanna? I mean, I know the name, but what made you wanna come to Magic?
So the thing about it is, love Magic dearly, but I did not want to go to Magic because I just was like, I didn't want to go where the hype was. I liked being more low key.
Okay.
Because I be doing other things outside of dancing. Everybody like, nah, you a Magic girl, you need to go to. I'm hearing this for years. You a Magic girl, you need to go to Magic. I'm like, what the fuck is a Magic girl anyway? Till I got there and I really saw what it was. It's a whole different caliber. Like, you have dancers, you have strippers, you have entertainers. We have more entertainers than we do anything else. And I'm not just saying that because I work there. I'm saying that because I went there as a customer first. I observed the club for years and then went there as a dancer.
Oh.
And it's a whole different level of conversation that you have to have. The ones that's really making money, they know about politics, they know about sports, they know about finances, they know about, you got to know a little bit of something about everything.
Yeah.
You don't have to have that nowhere else. They're just gonna look at you, oh, let me get that $5 dance over here. We ain't need no $5 club. And just because it's a $10 club, it's designed for you to get them by the multiples.
Right.
So a man know he not coming in there to spend no 10, 20, you know what I'm saying? A nigga will tell you specifically, oh, I can't come to Magic tonight. I don't have enough money to go in there.
Yeah.
Because they know the precedence that's set when you walk in a place like that. As opposed to some of these other clubs that just accept anything. Our customers know I got to show out a certain kind of way if this going to be my home club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what make you be like, you know what, I need to be there?
I knew that at the point when I was ready to retire, I knew I wanted to retire from Magic City. It's like, who wanna, your career be on any career, you be on a trajectory, right? To climb the ladder.
Yeah. Right,
in corporate. So let's use corporate terms. You want to climb the ladder. If you're in Atlanta, Magic is the culmination of where you want to go.
Right.
If you go anywhere from Magic,
going back down.
Where's you gonna go? If you can't dance in Magic City, where you finna dance at?
Yeah.
Right? Personally, if I'd have been everywhere else, and I know this where it's gonna be consistently good. It's gonna be and not even just the money, the network of people that come in there. You're gonna have your ball players. You're gonna have your football players. You're gonna have your sports players. That's normal. You're gonna have your rappers, but you're gonna have that man on Wall Street.
Yeah.
You're gonna meet a nigga with an architectural design firm. You're gonna meet a chiropractor. You're gonna meet a black doctor, a white doctor. It's the network there is so extensive that if you don't do nothing but pass out your number all night, your money is guaranteed for the next day, the next week, the next month.
Yeah. So what's the most you made in a day? I imagine.
It's I think like 78, 20 something, 78, 20 something.
7,800.
Yeah.
In one day.
And I'm not even the one that run around and talk to every dude. Like, I just be in my own little vibe. Look, I like to get chose, even though I'm really choosing you in my mind. I'm manifesting you. Like, come here.
Yeah.
Come here, baby.
Yeah.
But I don't talk to everybody, but still it was like quick little 7,800, 2 little moves and stage, and that was it.
Just like that. 7,800 in the night.
Mm-hmm. Now I know there's been girls that made more than me, there's been girls that made less than me, but they hustle a little different to me. Like, I come to work, I do my job, I go home. I don't really be fucking with these folk outside of there too tough. I might say hi, see you when I see you type, know you, but
yeah.
For just strictly dancing, yeah, 7,800.
So what was your worst night at Madison?
You know what's crazy? I can't even necessarily say I've ever had like a horrible night at Magic. Everybody that had them days where you say you get a, you buy an outfit, then you get some shoes, you just spend $300 and then you make $500. So you damn near just breaking even. But like, I've never had a day where it was horrible because I would always talk to somebody that was worth me coming in.
Yeah.
Like literally, and they come the next day and go crazy, or the next week, and it all makes sense by the end of the month. Yeah. So I never count my bad days because if you blessed, you're gonna have good days everywhere you go.
Preach.
Okay.
I ain't mad at that. So with and not just saying like being that Magic, but since you've been dancing, what's the weirdest thing you ever had a customer request?
dude that wanted to buy my panties and sniff my feet.
Buy your panties and sniff your feet.
Facts.
How much you trying to buy them panties for?
He bought the panties for like a cool little $500.
Oh, he bought it.
But it was the feet that was really going crazy. Me and my mama got up on the joke. I called this man a toe man because he was a blessing. This man would be paying $300 an hour just to look at my feet, rub my feet. Nigga, you know how hard I've been working? You could feel free to rub these feet during this shit, boy. Like, thank you. You the blessing. Okay, not me. Come through running feet.
So, how often he'll come through?
After a while, I mean, I tell him myself, after a while, I'm like, sir, you cannot be in here rubbing my feet like this. Like, where do you want me to meet you? Because this is getting a little crazy, creepy. But it was crazy. My homegirl, who was his friend, put me on. She was like, my brother would love. She looked at my feet one day. Was like, my brother would love you. I'm like, what you mean? She was like, your feet are so pretty.
Yeah.
He would love your feet. He came in that week, and then he was my toe man customer for years. I loved him. Toe man, if you listening, come find me. You know where to find me, sir. Come.
Drop the bag on
Come
the
find me. We flew out to Miami just so he could play with my feet on the beach. A little different scenery. I ain't gonna lie to you. The toe man was lit. You know who he is. I miss him.
Nah, y'all went to Miami to play with the feet on the beach.
And it was raining too, so it felt like some Carl Thomas summer rain. That's all I kept here playing in my head. He ain't never tried me. He ain't never wanted to have sex with me, none of that. He just wanted to play with my feet. And then the crazy thing is, I was young, so they were new to me. The feet actually became a thing now.
What you mean?
Like, the feet is a thing. Like, nigga, if you don't play with no feet, I don't want to fuck with you. He done fucked it up for everybody.
Oh, he done set the stand.
And shout out to you, Toe man. You know who you is.
Oh, you something else.
Hit my IG, boy. BIGVIIBE.
Oh, yeah.
He know. So now nigga don't play with no toes. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not my kind of guy. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. He was black or white? And you know.
I'm not the ops. I can't tell all that. He knows who he is. Let's just say he was a man of color.
Okay, I understand. Different type of colors. Orange, brown.
He was the color I needed.
Green.
You would make me come over the house. Black leggings, black turtleneck. Everything covered up, body covered up, just feet out.
Fuck around, you was wearing a mask before we had to wear a
And
mask.
I was so scared, like, boy, I just got out of work. Let me wash my feet. Let me make it God. I come over with the alcohol, be spraying my feet, he be like, leave him alone.
Did he suck him? Did he put him in? Yeah.
I thought it was so weird at first, and then it was like, sir, this is lit. Wait, they used to come over. He used to have the food already cooked, the blunts already rolled. This is when I was smoking. I don't smoke no more. But
yeah.
I'm like, man, he's a gentleman. Roll the blunts, cook and suck my toes. I'm like, gosh, I love you.
Damn.
And he had a girlfriend, so he ain't never bothered me for all that extra stuff, just the feet.
Man, you had it good.
He was the best customer I ever had. I used to put the gun right on the couch, like, don't get crazy. Don't get crazy.
Man, that is something else.
I never told nobody but my mom about that one, but this might be interesting.
My man, Toe Man, done turned you out in the club.
I swear.
What do you think it is about Magic City that brings so many people, so many different type of people to the club?
I would like to say that it's the visual aesthetic of the club, but it's not. It's the musical aesthetic. You're going to come there and hear all the music you ain't never heard before if you're not from Atlanta. And even if you are from Atlanta, you're going to hear all the new songs. And then it's the draw of the that Black Hollywood draw.
Yeah.
Where you ain't finna be in Connecticut and see no Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Offset. When people really like step out to see celebrities. Mm-hmm. Where you gonna see that besides LA?
Yeah.
Atlanta. And it's only a couple clubs that's hosting these celebrities and having them feeling safe. That's Magic City, Blue Flame, Allure.
Yeah.
These folk don't want to go to Blue Flame. They're scared to go to the West Side. I love the Flame. Shout out to the Flame. But you know what I'm saying? Like a tourist is not gonna go venture down Donna Lee Hollowell. They don't know nothing about that.
Right.
They gonna go to that world renowned Magic City because that's the name known all over the world. If you ask any foreigner what 2 strip clubs they know in America, they finna say Magic City, and they gonna say KOD, and KOD been closed for how long?
Yeah.
Because that's what they hear about in them rap songs. That's what they hear about in the culture. And everybody in the world wants to know about Western culture. Mm-hmm. And Magic City is a main staple for urban, pop, and overall Western culture. Yeah. Atlanta sets the tone for the music. The strip club drives the music scene. Mm-hmm. So why would they not come to Magic City? They know what record's being broken. Where your record gonna get broken? Magic City.
So how critical is that DJ when you out there?
That DJ is absolutely critical. It's critical for the dancers to get your money right. It's critical for you as an artist to make sure that you lock in with that person and make sure that they know your name. You know when they name, you tip that person well, build a relationship, network with them. It's crucial because whatever he like or don't like is going to be played or not played. So that's going to determine what's going to go in these regular clubs, and then that's what's going to determine what's going on the radio, and that's what's going to determine what's going on Billboard. People don't give the strip club enough credit, but that's really the driving force for a lot of this hip hop that you hear that goes number one. Yeah. The Baby, who done went number one how many times, got it out the mud in the strip clubs. Period. He makes booty music. He makes strip club music. He just started getting into that crossover, pop, rock star, whatever. Yeah. Should, that's for the strippers.
Yeah.
We knowing this.
Yeah.
You want to make it, you got to go through that club first, if that's the genre of music that you do.
Yeah.
So the DJ is absolutely crucial. He the glue to the whole establishment. You can have dancers, you can have money, you ain't got no music. What you got going on?
So then with that, as you transition from the music, what's the difference between a stripper and an entertainer?
So I would like to consider myself an entertainer. You can put on Luther Vandross if this world were mine, and I'm going to get that money out your pocket.
Yeah.
And I don't got to touch you to do it. I can stand on the stage and singing, you're going to feel like you in a whole Beyonce concert while I'm dancing.
Let me hear something. I need you to prove it.
What you want to hear?
I want to hear Luther.
Let me sit up.
Okay.
This world mine, I would place at your feet all that I own. You've been so good to me. If this world were mine, I'd give you the flowers, the birds and the bees. You know what I'm saying? I get on stage doing that. You hear that over the music. And then you see that body roll coming at you.
Ooh,
you finna be like, what she got going on? You don't even care about Luther. It could be some Johnny Gill on. It's like she drawing me into the stage. That's an entertainer. A stripper, hey, how you doing? You want to dance? What's your name? Where you from?
Yeah.
You cute. They give you that cap. They give you that false experience. A stripper ain't even got it. A stripper ain't even got the wherewithal to really be like, let me bring this man to me.
Yeah.
Entertainer's gonna manifest that money. She can stand in one spot and that money gonna find her. You gonna see a stripper bounce around. Every dude that come to the club. You wanna dance? 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 They get old. What do you have to offer past? Do you wanna dance? Can you be somebody's therapist here? Can somebody come in here for that?
Yeah.
You gonna ask some questions about that? Is your Rolodex of clientele, do you know them individually and what the things that they like and don't like? I got certain clientele I know when they come in, let me get a margarita, Hennessy, I know they drink. It's at the bar when they get there, when I see them walk through that door. Yeah. That's an entertainer. That's a whole experience. An entertainer's an experience. It's not just the dance. It's the conversation. It's the look. It's the aesthetic. It's the top, the bottom. Them feet gonna be done every time you see that girl. Them strippers gonna have them chip toes. We ain't got time for that. We work too hard as entertainers. Beyonce's an entertainer. I would like to think I'm a stripper entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Like strip club, Beyonce. Yeah. Sick, rain, sleet, snow. I'm in there.
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you? And I'm gonna give my 100% when I walk in that door. Them strippers quitting.
So
it's slow.
That's all through Magic City. It's entertainers.
I would like to think that we have a whole lot of entertainers through Manchester City. I would definitely think that. I'm a little biased because I work there.
What?
But I've seen the work ethics that my coworkers and my counterparts have, and we definitely have more entertainers than we do strippers. Of course, every club gonna have strippers because you need them too. They make the stripper economy go around.
Right.
Like, you need some people that's just finna keep them people busy that want to spend 10, 20, 30, 40, $50. But for them people that's really trying to go in there and do something,
Yeah.
you need the entertainers.
Mm.
Now, if they busy looking at these strippers, you can't get to the entertainers. So we need y'all to be the busy work for all these other folk. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a bad thing. Like, there's gonna be a dancer for everybody at every price point.
Yeah.
If you're an entertainer, you're at a higher price point. If you're a stripper, you might be at a little different price point.
Right.
Might have to work a little harder. I don't know. I just gotta speak for myself. I would like to think I'm an entertainer overall.
So if it was a young girl watching, and she was saying that she wanted to be a dancer, what would you tell her to understand if she was built out for this?
I wouldn't even tell her to do it because I'm not gonna promote, the sexualization of your body. But if you choose to fall into it on your own, then you have to be very self-aware as to what you bring to the table. See, a lot of girls come in, they see the money, but they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
You can't get no money without knowing your brand. What good business has sustained without having a clear brand identity? Not a one. Why is Coca-Cola Coca-Cola? They have a clear brand identity. Any of these famous strippers you've seen that got that money, got out the club, you be like, oh, she got this business. They have a brand identity.
Yeah.
If you don't have one, you're going to let everybody else define it for you. And now you run around chaotically with your head cut off, chasing the money, not letting the money come to you. That's backwards. You don't do that. So I would say know who you are before you step in that building, because if you don't, it's going to define you, not you define it. You want to define it.
What has the club taught you about yourself?
The club taught me that I was built for this real hustle life. Like, real talk. Coming from a small state, small town, Bloomfield, Connecticut, there ain't hardly nobody up there doing nothing that I ever ventured out to do. But just knowing that I had a vision and a dream for my overall goal, which is music, because I went to school for that. I wasn't about to let that $250,000 education go to waste.
Yeah.
I had to go somewhere where the music was, and I knew that was the strip club. So it was like, are you going to be worried about what people got to say about you stripping, or you going to be astute enough to make that sacrifice to get to the overall goal or where you're trying to go? So the strip club will teach you really if you are bold enough to step out on your own. Because when you naked, you vulnerable. Like, it just is what it is. That is your most vulnerable state of of the human experience. When you about to have sex with somebody, you naked.
Yeah.
That's an exchange of souls. So you damn near exchanging souls with somebody in the club. They see your whole pussy, and they walk right past you and just grab like, oh, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? So what it taught me is, it taught me to really appreciate my mother. To be very honest with you, the strip club taught me to appreciate my mother because she raised me to be exactly who I needed to be to make it through life. So many people are mentally unstable, mentally weak, and that's not a bad thing per se, but it just wouldn't work for the trajectory of my life.
Yeah.
So the strip club taught me that I was really built for where I'm headed.
When you told her you were gonna dance, how did she respond?
I didn't even tell her. I told her I was doing makeup.
Yeah. And
the crazy thing is, my first W-2 for my first club say makeup artist.
Yeah.
Cause I told her, hey, my mama is an ex-cop. She is a real investigator. Y'all better put on my taxes that I do makeup in it, because that's what I told her.
Yeah.
But she found out because they had me all on their web page, on their Instagram. They were Instagram for the strip clubs had just started getting popping. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So she flew down one time. She was like, so what you gonna do? Your cousin wants to roommate with you. I wasn't finna have that man roommate with me. Bless his soul. I love my cousin, but that wasn't finna happen. That was just her segue as to, oh, so can a police officer room with a stripper? I said, well, is stripping illegal?
Yeah.
She looked at me and I looked at her, and that was the end of that. Like,
So did she talk about it any time after that?
I mean, now it's like I ain't been doing it for so long, but it's no shock factor to it now. It's been
Does she
done
support
long enough. No mother is gonna support. No. Let me choose my words carefully because it's all different kind of mamas out here, and I don't want to judge or shame nobody. My specific mother is not supporting that, but she loves me enough to understand that I am my own person, and she's gonna support me being my own person and being the individual that I am. You can only raise your kids to be what you want them to be for so long. They're gonna become who they are.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm a hustler. So if it's selling t-shirts for $25 a pop to everybody I see in Atlanta, I could be selling buttons or selling these $10 dances. I'm gonna get it regardless. And when I do, I'm not gonna do it for me and only me. I'm making sure I got savings for my family, myself, my son, and that's the difference. That's where that respect factor comes in. A mama always gonna respect somebody who makes sure that they family straight, as opposed to just making sure that themselves are straight. That's two totally different types of entertainers.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself going after you decide to start dancing?
I'm gonna be at the Grammys. I hope y'all check for me 2022 because it's up.
Can I come? You gonna take me with you?
Hey, you gonna be the videographer too?
Hey, I don't shoot no videos, but
You gonna interview me?
I'll interview you all day.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna either be there for writing somebody's song or writing my own song. That shit finna be good and platinum, Billboard bound. I'm speaking it into existence. So if it don't happen, then it's my fault.
Amen. So, the last question, we touched on it a little bit. What do you think the magic is in Magic City?
The magic in Magic City is it's so many different little aspects of magic. It's like a little melting pot of hocus pocus going on in there. But if I had to pinpoint one thing, it gotta be the girls. Like, how could it not be? A woman is a whole goddess. If that's not magical in and of itself, I don't know what is. So you got all these queens and goddesses walking around, and we are a predominantly black club. Yes, we have some Latinas and we have some Caucasian women that work there. But at the end of the day, everybody know that black woman, that's something different.
Yeah.
You ain't feeling like that when you walk into Cheetahs. Shout out to Cheetahs. I love y'all food, but you don't get that Magic City feel. That bass be going, and then you see a big booty girl walk past you. It's a different feeling. And then you got 20, 30, 40 to choose from on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And they want to be there for you. That's the magic. It's inviting. It's homey. And the food good. How you not gonna go somewhere with women like you? They want to talk to you and the food good. That's the magic for real.
That's the magic.
Magic knew what he was doing when he put that magic in Magic City. I am Vybe, and I am Magic City.